Welcome back, I'm Tiffany Ellis, and here now are the stories making our E-News and reviews for this week.
Many expected a verdict by now, but the Cartel murder saga continues. After a week of lengthy closing arguments from defense and prosecution, Justice Lennox Campbell gave his summation to the jury, asking that they not convict Cartel on his lyrics, but rather to consider the evidence, and used the word scheme in describing the defense's conspiracy theory against the accused. Well, much has been said, and Cartel's fate is pretty much now in the hands of the jury. Last Thursday, US rapper Busta Rhymes was present in court in support of Vybz Cartel and was spotted chatting with the defense team. Once again, we all wait with bated breath. 2014 is apparently not the year for high-profile relationships to last. First, it was Spice and Nicholas Lal, then Yendi Phillips and Chino called it quits, and now another one bites the dust. The last time we spoke to Foota Hype and Ishana, marriage was very much high on their agenda.
The time is perfect.
Like very supportive of each other, and we understand each other.
In fact, it was their engagement that brought them to our stage last year. According to this Star report last Friday, the impending marriage is off and the two are no more. No real reason has been given for the split. Stay tuned to Onstage for more.
We have a truck on the road.
The mother of all carnivals was last Tuesday concluded in the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
You better link me for a truck on the road.
Making way for Jamaica's Bacchanal, which now takes the carnival spotlight.
It's opening night here at Bacchanal 2014, and let me tell you, I have never seen a bigger audience here at Mass Camp, ever.
It's taking years to perfect. We're very happy with it. We think we finally hit the formula.
Bacchanal Jamaica is a crazy vibes. We're fresh from Trinidad and we'll come back and let's bring in our knowledge and our experience. We're really proud that so many people came out to see what Smirnoff has to offer.
The music is awesome. The carnival, the costume display was pretty amazing. So really and truly, everybody's here fitting and having a good time. And it's gearing up for the road march on the 27th. You can't ask for more than that.
Partying till carnival, till the road march. Gotta get down on the road.
Ain't no one can love you like I do.
Last year, right here on stage, firebrand artist I-Octane told us about an upcoming album. This is what he said.
We have all different types of songs on it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it represents acting, it represents the growth of the I self. And you can see where I come from to where I reach.
Sounds like a journey to us. Well, months later, and it's here. I-Octane's sophomore album, My Journey.
Oh yeah, baby, I love you.
Last Thursday at Triple Century on Knutsford Boulevard, a strong contingent of artists, inclusive of Busta Rhymes, Beanie Man, Tiffa and Teflon, industry players, friends and fans, turned out to support the artist. I-Octane's Journey is a 16-track album now available on iTunes and is expected to be in stores all over the world. Every February, in celebration of Black History Month, the United States Embassy to Jamaica hosts a free concert at Emancipation Park called Blues on the Green, featuring a US-based blues musician. This year it was two-time Grammy Award nominee Shamika Copeland who brought the blues. We caught up with her at the Courtly Hotel before the show.
I'm just really excited to be here representing American music in another country.
Born in New York, this artist has performed all over the US and other parts of the world and seems to have a love affair with the blues.
I like the way you say that. It is a love affair because I've loved it ever since I was a little girl. My father was a blues musician and I grew up watching him and listening to him play music around the house. So I started singing when I was like 3 years old. And as I grew up, when all my friends were listening to hip hop and R&B, which I listened to too, of course, I still kind of was in love with blues and R&B and soul, and that's what I gravitated towards.
What is the connection you feel when you hear and perform blues music?
You know, I love the stories. I love that you can tell your story through song, and I love that through the songs that were written in the past, they've pretty much told our history, our story, our culture of what happened to us over the years.
And we couldn't help but cite the similarity between blues and reggae. Jamaica agrees.
I thought Bob Marley was a blues guy with an accent. That's what I thought when I first heard him, you know, because early Bob Marley is really bluesy. So I do feel like there's a lot of elements of blues in reggae.
Blues on the Green on Friday, February 28 was an enchanting evening with hundreds soaking up all the blues Miss Copeland had to offer. It is said that in the minds of track and field fans, the life of the athlete starts when the gun goes off and ends after they cross the finish. But what about the story of the athlete, their ups and downs, trials and tribulations? Well, Delia Harris has chronicled the story of sprinter Victoria Speed in a gripping drama called To the Finish.
There was a lot going on about athletes and drugs in sports, and round about the World Championships, I happened to be around the team of analysts, and some of them are former athletes, coaches, and I said to them, what happens in instances like these? What is it about the athlete's story that none of us know? And I thought, wow, I've covered sports and I've seen them. I know some of it, but the real personal issues, I never stopped to think about it. And I thought, how many of us ever do that?
Success, failures, passion, love, and loyalty are some of the topics that this production has delved into. A story that ought to be told in a country with such a strong sprint culture.
I'm pleased. When athletes come, and I've had quite a few, I've had Grace Jackson, Jillian has been here, Olympians have been here, and they've seen it and said, you know what? All students need to see this show, all student athletes, the parents, the coaches, because it's something that every Jamaican needs to see.
A stellar cast of actors: Jolene Robinson, Nadine Rollins, Christopher McFarlane, Carl Samuels, and Jerry Benswick, making the play more like an experience or a glimpse into reality.
I've done a lot of plays, and like this one, I have it up there among one of the best I've done.
Easily.
The characters well crafted, the story, not only that it's topical, the story just real.
And we get an opportunity to see ourselves and see our lives, and especially for the athletes, and because they are kings and queens, and we get to understand their life behind the scenes and behind track and field, and realize that they're human beings and them have issues to deal with, and sometimes we claim that we love them, but we don't.
I love you,
Chris. The story expands far beyond just the athletes. It's everybody who has a passion. It also expands to all the struggles that actors have to go through, or even accountants, anybody who goes to work every day and have to perform to the best of their ability.
Co-directed by Suzanne Beadle, To the Finish is a production for the whole family and is now playing at the Pantry Playhouse, New Kingston. And for those of you concerned about laughter, a belly full is guaranteed.
Take time,
A far cry from the R&B crooner millions around the globe fell in love with in the late 60s to early 70s. But such is his catalogue that from a chair on stage last Saturday at Jamaica College for the R&B reggae concert, Percy Sledge had hundreds belting out his classics. The concert was supported by a host of reggae crooners like John Holt, George Nooks, and so much more.
I want a love that is mine.
Seatnet.com and Bankulus Production will give patrons the opportunity to witness two kings and a queen bring back the love. Dancehall Queen Lady Saw, King Beanie Man, and the Mad Cobra all on one stage at the Desert Collection Museum in Miami, Florida, March 22nd. Onstage will be in the building to bring back the story.
And here are our So Good moments for this week.
Say I know that we are in vain. Ooh, and the happy God praises in the morning. Oh yeah, right now when I hear the people say.
And that brings us to the end of our E-News and reviews for this week. Mr. Williams, what do you have for reviewers this week?
Miss Ellis, thank you very much. As usual, great stories.
Lovely.
Like this one. Conscience expanding investment in Shoeline and signs new artist to his label. At the same time, the Gala Bubble DJ is enjoying mainstream success in the US. Itana brings update on career and family, including why she's back at VP Records. All coming up. But first, videos making our video stage this week after the break.
Nobody me nerves. When I sing to the girl, them won't know nobody me nerves. They say, bother me nerves.